Baylor Bears in McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. So the Baylor Bears offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defense
breaks into the open. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's caught. It's Anderson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
In the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back gets to give. Shakes off the defender. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC's...
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The give on the option. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. 12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll send out the kicker here from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect, and that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 2 to UTEP. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The kick is on its way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down here for the offense. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Dahl. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Pace. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. The tag. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Kentucky. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He's got him. Made a defender miss. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's caught. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They go to the draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to South Alabama. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fires deep toward the end zone. Makes the grab down the left side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We all love the quarterbacks with the big arms and the big throws, but getting that protection set properly is so huge.
And I think the quarterback just had so much
Touchdown Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Got his man. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Wildcats, with a long way to go after the loss on the last play, unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. From the gun, the running back looking for room. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big one.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
No mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage, and these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Bears send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. On the run, it's Dahl. Running into the open space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking downfield on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Bringing the heat. On target to the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Here's a throw downfield late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the offense will have at least one more shot at this after the pass interference penalty gives them an untimed down.
Okay, ready? 42 Spider. 4-2.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
False start on offense.
Now a game can't end on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack at it with an untimed down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off. That's number 10. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent.